Stomach. The stomach is a muscular J-shaped sac-like organ that is part of your digestive system. It sits in the upper left region of your abdomen, just below the diaphragm. The stomach's main function is to store and break down food into a liquid mixture called chyme, which then slowly empties into the small intestine for further digestion and absorption of nutrients. Structure of the stomach. The stomach has four main parts. Part 1. Cardia. The uppermost region where the esophagus meets the stomach. It acts as a one-way valve that allows food to enter the stomach but prevents it from flowing back up. Part 2. Fundus. The dome-shaped upper portion of the stomach that stores swallowed air and food. Part 3. Body. The main part of the stomach where food is stored and mixed with digestive juices. Part 4. Pylorus. The lower muscular portion of the stomach that controls the release of chyme into the small intestine. It contains a pyloric sphincter, which acts like a valve that regulates the flow of chyme. The stomach wall is made up of several layers. Mucosa. The innermost layer, which contains gastric glands that produce digestive juices, including gastric acid and enzymes. Submucosa. The layer containing blood vessels, nerves, and lymphatic vessels. Muscularis. The thickest layer, made of smooth muscle that allows the stomach to churn and break down food. Subserosa. A thin layer of connective tissue. Serosa. The outermost layer made up of the peritoneum, a thin membrane that lines the abdominal cavity. Function of the stomach. The stomach plays a vital role in the digestive process. Here's a breakdown of its functions. 1. Storage. The stomach acts as a temporary storage container for food and liquids that you consume. It can expand to hold up to several liters of food, depending on how much you've eaten. 2. Mechanical breakdown. The muscular walls of the stomach contract and relax, churning and mixing food with digestive juices. This mechanical breakdown helps to liquefy food and increase its surface area for better enzyme action. 3. Chemical breakdown. The stomach lining produces gastric juices which contain hydrochloric acid, HCl. This strong acid helps to break down food particles, kill bacteria, and activate pepsinogen, an enzyme precursor. Pepsin. This enzyme breaks down proteins into smaller peptides. Gastric lipase. This enzyme breaks down fats, although to a lesser extent than the small intestine. Mucus. This thick liquid protects the stomach lining from the acidic environment and aids in lubrication. 4th, emulsification. Fats are broken down into smaller droplets by the churning action of the stomach muscles. 5. Gradual emptying. The pyloric sphincter controls the release of chyme, the semi-liquid mixture of partially digested food and gastric juices, into the small intestine. The rate of emptying depends on various factors like the type and amount of food consumed.
Stomach diseases are a variety of conditions that affect the stomach and can cause a range of symptoms, including indigestion, dyspepsia, nausea, vomiting, heartburn, acid reflux, abdominal pain, loss of appetite, bleeding. Some of the most common stomach diseases include peptic ulcers. These are sores that develop in the lining of the stomach or duodenum, the first part of the small intestine. They are often caused by infection with the H. pylori bacteria or by long-term use of nonsteroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, NSAIDs, such as aspirin or ibuprofen. Gastritis. This is an inflammation of the lining of the stomach. It can be caused by infection W,